Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Muncie hunting time. Oh, my chat work? Okay, there you go. It's Monster Hunter time. Okay, let me check my volume stuff. My streaming computer has been really messing up lately. So, in terms of volume, I don't know what's going on with the volume mixer, but I should have checked that before starting stream. But you know me. There we go. Ooh, that's loud. But at least I can hear stuff. Okay, what else is low? Okay, good. 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 Oh, that's loud. Okay. Man, I don't know what the hell's wrong with my computer, but at least... Good morning, Kai. How's it going? Let me go on to... my Discord. My Discord is on. Gotta send out the Anya gif. There we go. Anya gif has been sent. That's the calling card to all my friends who's available. Guilty Gear Strive. Oh yeah, Bridget's coming out. Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited for that one. Right, Stoic?
Huh?
Creamy.
Hmm?
Creamy. Guilty Gear Creamy.
Creamy. Oh, yeah, creamy thighs.
How are you today?
My God. I'm good.
Good. No more headache?
Yeah. It was gone last night.
Oh, good. Good. Remember,
Conveniently.
limit yourself to only 2 carrots, please. For the love of God, please just limit yourself. Control thyself, heathen.
4 less than I'm used to. 4 times less.
It's 4 times less, exactly. That's so frightening. How do you eat that much without feeling sick? Oh, Bridget's already out. Oh, yeah, that's right. Bridget's already out. That's right. They announced him, and then that's right. I should trade. What? This is already at 80%, and yet it's so loud. That's so weird. Weird.
Yum.
Yum. Wow.
Meal. Num.
You goblin already?
Yeah.
You ready, goblin?
Goblin.
Goblin those nuts? Wow. Wow.
Was that video of that old man who's like, he's doing like a news interview and he's trying to imitate a dog that's been harassing him?
Yeah.
And he just started going, rah, like, his demented face on him.
Oh my god. I haven't seen that yet. Can you link it to me and I'll watch it later?
That's it. It's old.
Oh, is it old? Okay, that's okay. I'll try to look for it.
Dog impression. Yes, of course it is.
You found it so fast.
Yeah.
What am I missing? What do I need? I need Barath and I need Garen Gome. Okay, let's go for it. Can I do those with survey quests? Does Barath show up here? Okay, how about these ones? Nope. Oh, shows up on this one. But There's 3 target. Ah. Okay, how about? What rank is Barrock? 1? Oh, he's a 1. Okay. Oops. I need my Garen Golem charge blade. Garen Golem. Did you watch the Sunbreak news thing? Announce thing? What happened, Kai?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you excited? More actual end game this time?
Yeah. It's another thing to grind for.
Yeah, isn't it? I mean, what kind of end game do you want?
I want more monsters.
Well, yeah, they're coming out, but you have to wait for them, you fool.
I want quantity.
Like, how many do you want? Like 90? I mean, okay, let's just say this. Remember what I was saying? You cannot expect what do you call this? Frontier and ultimate like levels of monsters for these titles, right? Yeah.
I don't know, maybe just something besides 4 reskins, huh?
Wow.
Monsters that are already in the game?
Wow.
Whoop-de-doo, I get to fight slightly different colored Rathalos.
You don't want to fight Silver and like Silver Rathian and no wait. Is it Gold Rathian and Silver Rathalos, or is it the other way around?
No, the Rathian's gold.
Alright. You don't want to fight both of them at the same time?
Ooh.
Get your challenge on? Isn't that what you wanted? Challenge?
I just want their old ways.
Oh, like, what's the old ways? What? But you complain about the old ways too, so I don't know what you want. It's so hard to gauge what you want.
No. Old man yelling at clouds.
Yeah, exactly, right? Oh no, you have to go somewhere, Kai? Oh no. I do want there to be more monster varieties. Yeah, oh, everybody would. But I mean... silver, like Rathalos. Gold Rathian. I'm excited. Ow.
Like I said, I'm just kind of over the whole like leveraging content we've already experienced and then repackaging it as like and making it feel like it's new. When we've done it a billion times, like I'd rather like I said, because they established like the height of the mountain with generations. It's just like everything else feels easier.
I don't know, man. Like if you were to tell me which one is better, this or like Ultimate. Like Generations Ultimate, like I would say this in a heartbeat.
Yeah, maybe mechanically, but I'm just talking about like wealth of content.
Oh yeah, but I mean. If that content obviously, is like, you know what I mean, that content wasn't really.
No. But content. I'm saying specifically just like the amount of monsters to fight. Like I'm not saying like necessarily have to enjoy how the game played. It's just it's the fact that they had the roster there, and then they took it all away, and now they're going back to the whole, 15 major monsters, and then we'll sprinkle in a few free ones afterwards.
True, but you have to remember though.
It's not a new. That's not a new thing. We've been doing it since.
Yeah,
I think
but
even
you have
the
to.
PSP games did it.
But you have to remember, Double Cross was an anniversary collection, and also what do you call this? Frontier is an MMO. So like they're two completely different beasts from like the standard Monster Hunter line.
Yeah. But I'm not really referring to Frontier in this case.
Okay, yeah,
because
but
that's
but like Double
I'm like-
Cross is like an anniversary like celebration. Yeah,
But
it's
I'm sure that even though they switched engines, I doubt it. I just have a hard time believing that it was any more of a headache than just bringing over, because most of the roster are just wireframe, like, you know, reskin for the different movies, but at least the fight itself is like significantly different. And
I don't
because
know.
we keep, because the other thing too is like you keep seeing the same like, beats,
Yeah.
the same roster of favorites, right? And then it makes the lesser. I guess the lesser monsters like don't get a second chance or whatever. But
there's
then
Volvidon. Everybody hates Volvidon.
yeah, Volvidon. Yeah. Whereas in Generations, it gave you everything.
Oh, I know,
Like,
but yeah,
You know, it even had representation for the lesser monsters and stuff. Like I said, it's something that I don't like about Capcom in that fashion, because they do the same thing in fighting games. Like they do the same shit where they leverage your nostalgia to make you, at least. But in comparison, then the thing is like the only reason why I give them a bit of a benefit of the doubt is because they don't charge for Monster Hunter. Now if they were charging, I would definitely be fucking pissed.
yeah.
But the fact that it's free is like, okay. But I still don't think that's justified. Just because
True.
it'd be different if we were still like on the same, like, you know, the same rotation of like, oh, it's a handful of monsters left. But we've seen the mountain peak, and now they've kicked us off, and now we're like back to square one. And then and to like mask it up, they're giving us these little gimmicks to do, which is fine, it's cool. But like as far as like wealth of content to do, it's just not there. And like giving me angrier versions of the same 15 monsters is just not. It's the same thing that happened in World.
Yeah, so your content is based on monster variety strictly.
Yeah, because the fights don't change very much.
That's
Even the
understandable.
aggressive ones, it's like
Yeah.
they're just faster and they do a little bit more damage. You know, and I think the thing is they gave a handful of guys like a new move. And they talked about in that update that Rathian and Rathalos, the new ones, are supposed to have like a new move or two.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I mean, that's a step in the right direction, but still, that's just.
Yeah, I think
It's gonna-
I think the issue for you is exasperated because you're only using one weapon and not really playing around with anything else, right?
Well, that almost makes it worse in my mind, because if I'm already feeling this way only grinding one weapon set, imagine if I wanted to grind even more weapon sets.
Oh, no.
I'd lose
Actually,
my mind.
Actually, I feel great about like having multiple weapon sets to play with, because I literally look at the best weapon for me, like in terms of like stat wise, and I just go for that, and then I play the hell out of it. Like, look at me, I already have my preferred dual blades. I already have my preferred switch axe, my preferred lance. It just so happens that a lot of them are like the royal line.
Right. But that grind to fight those same 15 monsters to just get that other weapon.
It's
Because my
not
thing
bad.
is, I prioritize the monster itself, not what I'm using against the monster. Because I like experiencing the mechanics and like the movement of the monster versus like what I'm doing to. Because no matter what I play, I'm ultimately, the goal is just to kill the monster. It isn't, and they're all the weapons are equally cool. So it's like it doesn't. For me, like switching, having a bunch of variety of different weapons doesn't enrich the content for me, because
So
I enjoy just absorbing the monsters, not the gear. You know what I mean? So
not even like changing your playstyle, because like let's not kid around, right? Like changing weapon completely changes your playstyle. It does.
Yeah, but my play style, that's not important to me. It's the monster, because the monster plays the same either way.
Yeah, so that's what's giving you a hard time. That's what's giving you a hard time to appreciate, which makes sense. Like I could totally like
And
looking at
Coach,
it.
I was gonna say, plus two, you know, this is from the perspective of Like I've been playing since the beginning.
Uh-huh.
So like I've done this a billion times. And
Yeah.
I think I might just be like
You're just tired.
getting to the point. Yeah, I'm just kind of tired. Yeah.
Mm.
And so it's tough to talk to people about this because most of you guys, I know you've played a little bit before.
I played
but most of the
since
people that we hang out with.
I played since PSP era.
Yeah. So, but like most of the people we hang out with, they came in during World. So this is like crazy new to them, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god!" Ah. And it's like they haven't been there for I can't even fathom how many thousands and probably years of like actual in-game time I've put into Monster Hunter over the past 15 years. Well, or shit, 15 plus. Honestly, I think I started playing like in middle school.
Addict.
Yeah. So
See,
This
you
is what it
started
is.
in middle school. See, you shouldn't be able to remember that, so you should still be fresh.
yeah, right. I just get hit in the head a few times if I have amnesia.
Exactly. You just gotta get hit with a basketball for like a couple of times, like I did. Now I don't have any memory spanning more than 2 years. Yay.
Because the other thing for me is like my idea of how I wanted Monster Hunter to evolve to, it hasn't got that way because we've talked about this before. Because you pointed out like how hypocritical I was about this because I'm so unadamant to feel anything about like environment or story and stuff about anything else. But
Yeah.
like in Monster Hunter, I just feel the opposite because I think I've experienced it, the arcadey side, so long that I want better for it.
Yeah.
And I feel like the realm of just the basic mechanics of Monster Hunter, it hasn't changed at all. It's still just, and that's what I loved about World was like it really shook it up.
Yeah.
Like it actually made the environment just as important. Because like ultimately what I've always wanted is, because this is how like the first game was presented, was it was presented as like a survival horror action RPG.
Yeah.
Like you were supposed to be stealthy and you were supposed to like because there was actual mechanics in the game that you could hide in bushes.
Yeah.
And you could obscure your vision and stuff. It was supposed to be like a survival horror.
Yeah.
And then, obviously for whatever reason they drifted away from that, probably just because it didn't catch on in like as a stealth game.
Yeah.
But I always saw it because to me, I remember the days of being legitimately afraid of the monsters. I haven't been afraid of the monsters for a long, long time because we're so powerful. You know what I mean?
Fair point.
And so, like, at this point, I don't want them necessarily to, because it's already too late. It'd be a huge slap in the face to the majority of the fans who are actually making up the vast majority of the fan base now to take what's already established now and then dumb it down just to make everything more scary and helpless and fearful.
Yeah.
Instead, I want them to evolve the monsters, evolve the environment, like, maybe put in better mechanics that allow you to, I don't know, be more stealthy and stuff. Like, honestly, I've always wanted because the thing is like, it's literally in the name, Monster Hunter. I haven't felt like a hunter since like the beginning, because it just feels like a slaughter. I feel like a game hunter going into a fenced off area where like the monsters emaciate or
Emaciated.
what's the word? Emaciated, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going and I'm just beating it up.
True.
Well, it's
okay. But here. Let me present your counter argument. Okay.
Yeah.
Big game hunter, right? How many hits does it take for them to kill their target? One bullet shot is all it takes.
Bullet.
So that's a slaughter. That's not really hunting. Yeah, sure, you're like tracking your beast, but once you find it, one bullet shot is all it takes to end its life. How is that really hunting, right? The hunting is about tracking down, not necessarily the steps you take to fight it.
Yeah,
You can literally end its life in one hit. Essentially, it's a one-hit kill. And that's hunting. That's real life hunting. So that's my counter argument, is that we're supposed to, like, hunting is a human way to feel like we have power over nature. That's why we hunt. Well, I mean, before we used to hunt for food, but now people hunt just feel strong, like they feel powerful.
Yeah.
That's really my counter argument, is that hunting, that's not hunting. You're thinking of survival. That's different. I would appreciate that too, but it's not really hunting.
I wish the approach was like
Mm.
more dangerous
Oh yeah.
than us just like running in bullheaded
Oh yeah.
and then swinging like idiots
Yeah.
and then just melting the monster. Because, yeah, no, I agree with you. Obviously, for the sake of the gameplay, it's like
Mm.
if it was realistic. Because if it was truly realistic, I mean, let's be honest, the size of the freaking weapons we use, it's like most things would. Like the second you'd hit the back of a monster's neck with your fucking
Yeah.
switch
They're
axe or
dead.
whatever, would instantly paralyze it or
Yeah.
whatever for the most part. But that's not what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's the environmental aspect of it. It's like it's
I
the
know.
approach.
I was just,
And like
you know, what do you call this? When you mention the word, like, you know, hunting. Yes, yeah, that's true. It's hunting.
Yeah.
But the thing is, once you get to the monster, what usually happens in an actual hunt, like when it comes to animals,
Yeah. No,
they're
I
dead
agree.
in one
That
hit.
part I agree with. It's everything that leads up to it that
Yeah,
I'm like
exactly.
kind of
Yeah,
looking for.
yeah.
It's just having like a slower. If nothing else, like I wish there was a mission type within the game that was specifically put you in a scenario where you have to be like stealthy.
You have to put it to this like thing though, right? Because of the way the game is right now, right? The 3 card system. Would you really want to spend, like, especially if you go online, would you really want to spend all that time to meticulously like track and do your preparation, all for someone to like what do you call this? Like get carded 3 times and it ends and you have to start all over again? Like, won't that feel bad for you?
I guess it just depends. I don't know how.
Because you're looking at it in a single player experience, but imagine putting that in the multiplayer experience.
I mean, that's unfortunately just kind of like a risk you take, though, because it's the same in regular multiplayer, where, like, let's say you and one other, like, let's say it's you and 2 other buddies, right? And you're like, hey, we're going into this quest specifically to go capture this monster, and then somebody comes in and just totally fucks you over and kills the monster.
Yeah.
And it's like that's just a risk you can't take when you play online. So you can limit the access of like how many people can join your.
Yeah, but you see how that changes
like,
it changes the whole community aspect completely. Instead of promoting like more like, you know, community play, it's actually making the community as an enemy instead of like help. You said that's kind of counterproductive.
Yeah. I just see it as an option.
Like, I would enjoy that for like a 1-player mode kind of like specialty style.
Yeah. I'm not
Like, that would be nice. Yeah. But like,
necessarily it has to be online, but
I mean, like, in terms of like a special game mode that you would have to enter solo, like where you can do all that, like where it's actually required to do all that stuff. That would be nice. Give like the people, but I really do not want to enforce that in the online, because you know what's gonna happen. Like, people are gonna be liabilities to each other. It's just the unfortunate part of the game, right? It's just people are gonna be liabilities, and prepping, like, you know, if you're doing the long game, right, you're wanting to do 30-40 minute hunts that are substantial, right? Like, imagine like taking on all that time and then like someone carts 3 times in a row. Think of like, and especially if that person was actually trying their hardest, it was just unfortunate. Think about how bad that person will be, how and especially if they're with a group of friends or like, you know, people who just acquaintances and know them and they're hardcore. Think of like the backlash against that person. That's huge. You have to think of those kind of things. Oh, I almost died. Because like what you're saying, like, yeah, it's great for a single player, that's good, but you have to remember that Monster Hunter has been like multiplayer focused for the longest time now, right? Not even just recently, it's for the longest time now. So you have to think about the community and like different groups of people and their interactions.
I mean, this would literally be one singular mission mode, and it it'd be tantamount to like going like I'd say it'd be on the same level of doing like a fucking egg quest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
and with that, I totally agree. That'd be amazing to see.
Yeah. That's it. I'm not saying it has to be like a. It doesn't need to be like as big as what was it called? Those rampages or whatever, which I find very interesting that they dropped after the base game.
I know.
I don't know what the hell was up with that.
Well,
And
they gave us NPC follow requests. That's why.
yeah, an anomaly.
I mean, I would
Uh,
rather the NPC follow request than the
the
rampage.
rampage
Honestly,
was
it was.
Here's the other thing too is like, there's no I don't get any satisfaction from like killing the monsters anymore.
Mm,
Like, it doesn't. I don't feel accomplished defeating the monsters because it's just so easy. It's like there's no struggle or anything anymore. You know, the only way for me to induce struggle is to artificially, you know,
but could that be
limit
just
myself.
because of you gotten to the point where you're a pro, right? Like you're literally a pro because of all those years of experience.
No, because I don't think so. Because we gang up, we all gang up together, and for the most part, it's like we melt them all as well. Unless like somebody's severely undergeared, it's like mechanically nobody's really ever struggling. It's just if you happen to be undergeared, then you just take 2 or 3 hits and you die. But yeah. So no, I don't necessarily think it's. And I don't think I'm a pro in it at all. I just I don't know. I think I might have just outgrown it a little bit.
I think so.
Maybe.
Or just maybe you're a little bit burned out from it. I think what makes the biggest difference between you and me is that I, for one, am really excited about the different play styles I can be like exploring. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even though I have a very specific style of play style, I am more than excited to try new things to see if, oh, hey, this actually works out better for me, or like this, you know, this is actually really fun for like sometimes, right? If you wanna break. For me, it's all about how I interact with the monster instead of how the monster will ragdoll me. Essentially. It's a give and take, right? It's not just what the monster does to me, it's what I can do to the monster. For you, it seems like it's all about what the monster can do to you.
Yeah, because I want improvement.
Yeah.
Like I want to struggle because for me, because what I'm realizing is the reason why I have such a hard time playing like any games really is because the type of games that I want to play are ones where I'm getting personal growth. Like I can
Yeah.
Progressively get better.
And that comes from your
And Monster
arcade,
Hunter.
gaming
Yeah,
background.
Yeah, and Monster
Yeah.
Hunter used to do that for me. That's why I loved it so much.
I
But
feel
it
like
just
Monster
doesn't
Beast
feel that way
Face
anymore.
don't, like they are still being held back. Yeah, it makes sense, Kai. Yeah, I do feel that way. I do feel like they're holding back the monsters too. Like honestly, guys, I do feel the same way.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. Well,
Yeah.
and here's the thing: the game isn't catered to me anymore. It's not being sold to me anymore because the people like me were the ones. We've been around forever and we've kept it afloat, but we didn't make it a household name like it is now. It was whatever sparked the crazy, vacuum of success that was World. I don't know if it was like a streamer or something. It just came out of nowhere.
I think it's
right?
because it was just like advertised a lot. It was actually really well advertised.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm sure being on like multi-plat was helpful too.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I mean it was only on the consoles for the longest time, like
That's what I mean.
Xbox
It's like
and PS4.
right. That was the first time they had done that, at least
True.
for the English releases, because
Yeah.
Frontier had always been on PlayStation and Xbox.
Yeah.
But those were obviously only for China, and Japan.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. So it's just not me anymore. I'm not the focus anymore, which is fine. And that's why I have to remind myself too. And you remind me of this all the time too. And it's like you have to remember just how many new people are coming in. They've never seen Silver Rathalos before.
Yeah.
They've never seen Gold Rathalos. So for them, it's like, oh my god, I love Rathalos. It's like new Rathalos. Oh my god. And me, it's like, oh my god, I've seen these two fuckers like 40 times.
Oh my god.
It's like, yeah, they're never in the main game. They're always fucking released afterwards, and they make it seem like it's a big deal. Like, oh my fucking god.
It is a big fucking deal.
So, that's I have to remind myself of that sometimes, and that's just the reality of it. It's not being sold to me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then the only reason why they're catching me every once in a while is just because of nostalgia. But
Mm.
honestly, like as a whole, if I had to be honest, my experience with Rise was like, meh. It was like it existed. I don't feel like enriched at all. Like World, I felt enriched in because it broke
Really?
the mold. Yeah,
Okay.
because the World broke the mold for me. Like it emphasized the environment and stuff so well, and
Mm-hmm.
then the whole introduction of um, the turf war stuff, that was cool. Like it
Yeah.
felt like a living world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
We have turf war still.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But the environment just isn't as. It looks cool. The other thing I don't like
It's not
about
interactable. Is basically what your
yeah,
issue
and
is
because
with
of
it.
the limitation, which is
Yeah.
it's not its fault. It's
No, we
like
must demand.
it can't be as like lush and dense and stuff as World was.
No.
Obviously, it's
No.
not even from like a visual standpoint, just from a
Demand it.
polygon to screen. Um, so I don't fault it for that, but it's like once again, it's another one of those situations where I felt the exact same thing I felt about with Generations
Mm-hmm.
that I initially felt with World, where it's like, oh my god, we're reeling back on the amount of monsters, but then it's like the environments, the turf warring, all that stuff like heightened it up again for me, and I was like, okay, well this is
That was
a
enough
new
for you.
beast. Yeah,
Yeah.
like this is where like I like to see it going. And then Rise comes out, and then it's like it literally takes back everything. It takes back the environment, it takes back the density of monsters, and then it tries to like fluff it up with a wire bug and a dog, which regret, you know,
Yeah.
the dog is cool. I'll admit it. It's kind of like it's surprising it took them this long to even do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have ever suspected them to make it a whole mount thing, but then once again, it makes what was already slowly becoming like a fast, like overly arcade game into like a completely like I wanted it to evolve. It's the weirdest fucking thing I know, because it's like you figure I'd want it to be more arcadey, more
Yeah.
fast. But I think because of the nature of like what the game is, being like a hunting game and like big game sport, blah 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 blah.
Uh-huh.
It just I felt like I think that what really sullied me was going to Frontier,
I think
because
that's
in
what it is.
Frontier it was moving away from that arcadey, because it was an MMO. It was more like Phantasy Star, where
Yeah.
it was like building a cohesive narrative, and it was like the world itself felt like it was growing, and it like
Yeah, because
you
it's
weren't
an
just-
MMO. It has to do that.
Yeah,
But let me just say this:
Like-
none of the Monster Hunter games, other than that one, like, cause that's a different beast. None of them ever did that. None.
yeah, all the portable ones. Yeah, I know. I
Like,
agree.
no, none. The console games, none of them ever did that. Only that's a feature like specific to Frontier only. I looked into it. Yeah, absolutely nothing does that at all. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I think that is what spoiled you to the thing, which is fair enough. Like, but to expect an MMO, style of updates, and you know what I mean? Because like they have to keep you playing, they have to keep you paying, so they want to push it. But like when it comes to like a standard game that they're literally doing free content updates for. You know, I don't know where the motivation would come from, right?
Well,
Quite
for me,
honestly.
it's the same thing. It's the Pokemon issue too. It's the indie game that like presents a singular game at any point in time that has everything in it, and then they take it all away, or they introduce something that it's kind of like, you know, you're climbing up the
Yeah.
ladder, and then you arbitrarily decide the next time to just go down the ladder.
Well,
instead of
no.
climbing up the next ladder. And,
Well, you're looking at it through that lens, which is a little bit wrong, because that makes it so that anytime a company does a celebration game and puts out all the stops for it, right? For you, that sets the standard, which instead it should be treated as, oh, this is a special occasion, like we're getting this because of this event, but we like this is like not normal whatsoever. What instead goes through your mind is, oh yeah, they can do this now, this should be the bottom line, like, you know, expectation, which fair enough, but at the same time, it's, for me personally, that's an more of an unrealistic expectation if you're going for that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
But reasonably speaking, they made that game within the same parameters of the development cycle of a normal everyday Monster Hunter game.
yeah, but how long were they adding
So-
updates to it for?
You talking about like after the fact?
Yeah. Like, how many monsters did it ship with, and how many years of support did they give it?
I don't know, off the top of my head. I just know the roster was massive.
I know, but like, that's because of years of additions.
Oh yeah, but that's what I mean is like that exists.
I know.
The jump from generations to world was more just visual than anything truly mechanical,
I know,
because like the monster still. Yeah, so like that's what I mean. Is like for me, I'd have to see like the ins and outs of like how difficult it was. It had to have been for them to move from the Generations engine to RE. And even then, clearly, like something has gone awry because you and me have been experiencing fuck ups with the engine.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's not solid, right?
No.
And so it makes me even more curious that we might have literally a Pokemon situation where they just ported everything from the previous engine into this.
No. The only thing that I'm experiencing is not about the monsters itself. It's not about like it's literally just command delays from here and there. I have a feeling that's more because when I do it in single player, I don't experience it. I have a feeling it has something to do with their netcode. When I do it single player, I do not experience it whatsoever. So I have a feeling it's they fucked up their netcode. They fucked up their servers. Something on their end for the network went weary because you're dropping commands. It's dropping commands. So that to me isn't a port issue. That's like what's going on with your network right now. Because that's the only time I've ever experienced it. I don't know if you've experienced it in solo, but I haven't experienced it in solo yet. It's only ever whenever I'm in multiplayer. So
I mean, dropped inputs I've definitely experienced in single, but
I haven't yet.
I
haven't yet. Like luckily.
mm-hmm.
But I definitely experienced it in multiplayer. I wonder if it's because also you have to run at a lower setting. I wonder if your computer's performance is actually causing that drop, which is bad. Which means they don't have like an action queuing system, which is bad. But I wonder if that's the case. Like that in its own right is pretty bad. But yeah. It might
like
not
I said,
be.
that's why I'm not faulting the game on anything on that level. It's purely just wealth of stuff to do.
Yeah, I think
it's wealth of content to do, and then it's also the content that is available not being satisfying.
Yeah,
like it used to be.
Yeah,
because I just feel like I feel too overpowered.
You know what? I feel the other way around. Like the thing is, again, when I think hunting, I don't think I'm struggling for my life. That's not a hunting game. That's a survival game. I differentiate those two very well. Like if I want to struggle to survive, I'd play like actual survival horror games or even just survival games. Like I'd play like The Forest and like go into the caves and like get my ass whooped by like those mutants. You know what I mean? That's what I go to. But like Monster Hunter, it actually says hunter, and for me hunting is like, yeah, I'm gonna like humanity #1 this thing. Right? Like totally like decimate it, you know? It's humanity #1, baby. That's what I think of as hunting, because like I base it off of real life. And what happens in real life? Oh yeah, we're gonna track down this like defenseless animal, shoot it from like 100 meters away, and call it a day. Look, I'm a big man with a lion's head. How close do you get? 500 meters. Like, wow. That's what it is to me. It's like a dick measuring contest against nature.
Yeah. Well, because you like the power fantasy.
Well, no,
That's
no,
what
but
you're
that's
getting
to
at.
me. That's what I expect from a hunting game. Like, look at the other hunting games too. Like,
No. But
those
what I'm
like.
saying is that's why you like where modern Monster Hunter is going. You like the power fantasy.
Yeah, but
Like you like being like overly powerful.
yeah, but the thing is, like I was telling you before, right? Like, I think the reason why the struggle was from the like the early games, because yeah, the early games were a struggle, but that's because of item management, of like what do you call this, of limited inventory, of like clunky controls, like almost tank-like controls. You know what I mean? Like you're struggling against the system as opposed to the actual monster itself.
Yeah, that's what honestly is one of the biggest issues with
Yeah.
Monster Hunter. People are talking about the difficulty. The difficulty wasn't with the monsters, or that it was, the difficulty with, fighting the system.
Yeah, it was the reason why you were having a hard time is because the system was so limiting. So like, of course it's gonna be difficult, and I understand that adds more like survival aspects to the survival like portion of the game. But again, for me, honestly, hunting games are not about survival. Hunting games are about like, showing these assholes like humanity's #1, baby. I'll blow you out of the sky with my nuke, baby.
I would say my only big gripe with changes that's happened over like the years, especially like in the world and stuff, is that you don't need to really use your environment that much anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, you can,
like what
you
Soul
can
was
if
saying
you
too.
want, but
Yeah, I agree with that. Like definitely, like I wish they brought environmental like interaction back. I mean, they're slowly doing it with these like cluster crab bomb things on the wall. That's like very minor.
but like for the entirety of Rise, you did not need to.
Oh my god.
If you didn't want to, you did not need to do any type of environmental damage whatsoever.
Yeah. Oh my god, my team.
Oh, Andy, I got to Master Rank 100
Congrats.
this weekend. Yeah, that thing has no chill.
Yeah.
I actually lost out on some carves. I got like 1 or 2 carves in because right at the end he decided to say screw it.
Oh,
and he
carded you?
bombed me. Yeah, he carded me
Oh.
right at the end.
Oh, that feels bad.
Yeah.
But
I was like, I'm safe, and then I got hit with the explosion that killed me. I was like, no.
your team should have captured it for you.
Well, it was literally as soon as I got carded, it only had like
Oh,
one hit left.
yeah. So they could do it. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I actually just go for the I go for the capture right away because I'm turning a 180 with my viewpoint with it before, so it's like, oh, I want to kill the monster. But the thing is, there's only side quests to capture the monster, not to slay the monster that can be captured. It's like either hunt or capture. So capturing really benefits more people without knowing what they have. Like, cause someone could have a capture.
Yeah, but my entire thing about it is it should be up to the person who, like, especially if
True.
you do tutorial quests.
Yeah.
It should be up to that person because there's still materials you can only get through cards.
Yeah. That's true.
So they're going for that specifically. You just screwed them over.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's my thing. But since there's barely any communication, that's the only reason why I don't get too upset about it, because it's barely any communication. So like half the time they don't know.
Okay, should I just capture this thing? Cause holy shit, I'm capturing this thing. Holy fucking shit. Holy shit. Look at my team. I have 1 card left.
I see that.
Oh god. No.
So
no.
you guys watch the
Oh god.
free title update trailer?
Yes. I'm excited.
Well, all I know is that there are going to be a lot of people upset because they were hoping for Azure, not Silver.
But silver is the harder one.
Yeah, but they wanted Azure for some reason.
That's weird.
I think it's because Silver is more aggressive and does more damage, but Azure is the one that actually stays in the air until you force it down.
Oh, that makes sense.
That was Azure's gimmick.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But you know, like Stoic, you have many great points. Like honestly, since you view the game as like a survival game, yeah, I can see, and like you know where you've experienced like you know like a vast variety of monsters. That's very valid. It's very valid.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree. Like the older ones have their own type of difficulty. The only thing I don't agree with is when people say that older Monster Hunter was way more difficult. And you know, it has its own flair. And you know, if you like that type of thing, that's fine. You know, just don't say like, "Oh, well, this game's trash" because the older games are harder or whatever.
oh no, I mean Stokes never said that. He's never said that. Like he's
I'm just talking about in general.
Yeah. But like, I also feel the same thing. Like I would also like more variety of monsters. Not so much quantity, but more of uniqueness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do agree with that. We do have a lot of reskins.
We have a lot of reskins.
What they should be doing is especially now since they have the money, what they should be doing is having a set group of people just have a department research and like develop new monsters, just you know, entirely new monsters. New mechanics, mix in new mechanics if you need to, just so there's not like, oh well, we're just gonna, this is entirely new monster, but we're just gonna take the base model and slap a new thing, slap a new material on it.
And just add a little bit of variation to the moves, and that's about it. Yeah.
And they could do it, but like Stoic was saying the other day, they're not going to do it until they absolutely have to.
True.
You okay there, Stoic?
Oh yeah. Well, because like I said before, they don't have to cater to us oldies. Like they're before World. I think the best-selling game like barely encroached over 1,000 or 1,000,000 sales. So and World has done well over 20 million. So that's 19 million people that they can.
20 million already.
Yeah, it went over 20. It's in the top 100 best-selling games of all time.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
And then I think Rise has just touched over 10 million.
That's actually impressive too, considering like how long it was on the Switch exclusive.
Yeah.
So yeah, so they got, you know, 9 to 19 million new people they can just, you know, prod out the same.
No, but I mean, like I personally feel bad when they kind of like if there's something that because I mean I still consider myself part of the legacy crowd. I've been playing since the PSP days, not as like you know, not as committed as you were, but I've been playing like since the what was that one? PSP one where you're in this like weird little hamlet of a town where your house was just on this little hill and there's this little stream or brook underneath and there's like fat little granny there. That would be your quest giver.
Yeah, that's probably Freedom.
Freedom, right? Yeah, I've been playing since that.
There's Freedom 2, and then Freedom Unite.
Yeah.
I played 1 and 2, and then that was pretty much it for me. No, I wanted to play more. I just didn't have the time or the system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as of August 2nd, Rise has sold 10.3 million.
Wow. That's really impressive for the type of Monster Hunter it is.
Yeah. Well, because they like there's a whole new fan base that's into it. So even if they keep a fraction of what they gain through World, and those are people willing to, you know, hop ship and get a whole separate console just to play the game.
Yeah. I mean,
And it's just gonna get. It's only gonna get better because now they've said all future titles they'll prioritize PC development as well. Yeah, they said from now on, every title if it's gonna have a PC port, it'll come out day one.
Oh, concurrent release.
Yep. So tomorrow they're having they're dropping the thing. So was it version 11?
Yeah. They started doing that after Rise came out. I mean, like in the future, every future game that comes out.
Yeah, it's
they said
gonna
they're
be
never gonna have a
concurrent.
situation where like PC will have to wait a year or console will have to wait a year.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll all be at the same time. Because the other thing that they stopped doing too was there used to be their old practice would be they released basically in the States we would get the last generation game, and Japan would be always on G. They'd always be ahead of us one title.
Yeah.
They stopped doing that now too. It's all the same, all concurrent, which just makes sense. I don't know why they didn't do that sooner, but
I mean, and this is a popular genre right now. Like it's honestly, I would say, like action stats or whatever you want to call the genre, action RPG. Yeah, honestly, I would say that's gonna blow up about as big as MMO probably in the next couple of years because it's still on the rise.
Oh, it already is. And plus, Monster Hunter is in a unique position right now where it's the only it's because it is a games as a service, but it doesn't have the same kind of predatory practices as what everybody else is doing.
Right.
They're the only one right now from a big studio that isn't charging you an arm and a leg to play it, but it's giving you active updates for free.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, but you look at any other one,
Are you serious?
any other games as a service, they're all like having predatory practices and boosters and
Because all they care about is these companies. Like a lot of these companies, all they care about is the bottom line. They're like, oh well, we sold over. They don't care. It's like, oh, we sold over 20 million copies. Okay, like literally your your stock, your shareholders are just going to be like, okay, but how much money did we make out of that 20 million?
Well, they're in a precarious position right now. This is all still relatively, this level of success is still relatively new for their division. So it's like, I don't put it past the potential that one day they might become corrupt, but for the time being, they're the best right now in the business.
Yeah.
Because they've shown that they can be scummy in other fast titles that they own.
Hello, Street Fighter.
Hello, Street Fighter.
Yeah.
So, but that also blows the mind that, like, in particular, that they have certain divisions that seem to be lacking so heavily, but then in all their other ones, there's like communication with the developers, which Monster Hunter kind of really popularized. It's like there really was no other developers like actively having powwow talks with the fan base.
Sure.
And
You want to play with me?
Street Fighter has slowly started doing that.
I'm okay right now. If you just want to relax, Lexi, I can just you can just relax and watch. But if you want to play with me, sure, that'd be great.
With the just Capcom in general, they're kind of a unique studio. Keeping an active feed to actually talk with and communicate with their fans and stuff.
Yeah.
Personal level too, not just it's like them and pretty much Yoshi and his team.
Yeah.
For the most part, they're kind of setting the standard that like there needs to be more transparency and stuff between the developers. And then oddly enough, we're not getting that from any Western studios.
I know.
And the one time we do is from Activision Blizzard talking about how fucking amazing some bullshit they're going to try to sell us in the next WoW expansion is going to be.
So you guys have phones?
They already screwed that up, actually.
Well, I saw the most recent one where they tried to get everybody hyped for Dragonflight, and they're like, the person heating the story is the guy who did Shadowlands.
I was like, wow.
No, they already screwed up with Dragonflight. Like, I just watched a clip from Asmongold. They nerfed the speed on the Dragonflight.
What?
Did you talking about like the Dragonform flight thing?
Yeah, Dragonform flight.
Because I think it's insane. They needed to. If you saw it, it would have literally. It was in a situation where like as far as if you want to be meta in the game, you would have to play the Dragonflight class because the mobility they have just as a passive, you can really, they proved it that you could glide an equivalent distance that you would go. It would take you twice around.
Wow, really?
Yeah, on a mount, fully loaded, like highest lower.
Oh, that's okay. That's too much. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
and it's a
I don't know.
long ass distance. You can go fucking far with that gliding. they were going like to what is it, to Northrend and stuff.
Yeah.
And literally flying across the entire map to the other side of the dock.
But
All the way.
Durgans.
No, it's cool. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, they definitely needed to nerf it.
Yeah.
It was insane because that was how it was supposed to be. The nerf was it was supposed to be a glide. You can't like actively pitch up.
Yeah.
You're supposed to, because you can actually like, it has realistic mechanics where like if you dip down, you can dip up and get a little bit of altitude. So for the ones that are a glider, but they prove that like with the amount of speed, because you get some like buffs that you can like into like in gliding to like give you a little bit of air and give you a little bit of speed. They're just insane. It's like it had to be. I mean, the thing I was hearing mostly was, actually, I was hearing the opposite. I was hearing people actually getting pretty excited because they feel like they're kind of going back to more traditional, like, fantasy violence.
People are excited for the expansion. People who actually play WoW are super excited for the expansion.
Yeah, because it kind of feels like it's going back to the good old days and like more fantasy, less like.
Crisis.
They're not, it feels like they're not
Crisis
ripping
on
off.
their side.
It feels like they're not ripping off somebody else's story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with all of the fucking
Very static.
with Arthas finally being out of the picture, with all of that other stuff being out of the picture, like no cataclysmic threat by the looks of it, this is just an explosion. This is the break that's been needed from constant ramping up of space and getting worse and worse and worse. It's like, no, this is just go explore. The thing that people kind of really want now, just to put the nail on the top of things, is just get rid of Alliance Speed Horde as a story beat.
Yeah.
They're finally making it that you can queue together for things as Alliance and Horde.
Oh wow.
You all hear
Like,
that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah.
PQ as Alliance and Horde in the same. I'm playing WoW
The
again.
the thing that is even funnier, you can register for PvP on the other side.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah, they
the
should
other
just
night,
get
a
rid of
group
the whole
us
story
registered-
beat then.
A group of us registered to play on Alliance's board because
Yeah.
we're like, well, we think that Alliance is going to do better. And then we got pimped instantly curb stomped by which was funny. But
shit.
what was hilarious was everybody else playing Horde races, and when they went to the Alliance side, they all got transformed into Alliance races. So the Blood Elf guy became a human.
Okay.
The allied race elf became a night elf,
Okay.
and the troll became a dwarf.
Oh.
And then there's me, still just a panda. I'm like, I don't see why you guys are freaking out. I'm fine. Like me just looks down, still furry, bored, and fabulous.
Well, for the, like, I remember back in the day, that was for the longest time. That was the deal. If you played Alliance, you don't PvP because Alliance sucks at PvP.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's definitely true.
But I don't know. If
Oh,
that's
I always
changed.
loved the debate from both sides where people would argue like who WoW allegedly favored more. And people
Wow,
go, oh, it's the
story beat.
Horde, oh, it's the Alliance.
Story beat wise, they heavily favor Alliance.
Alliance. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Even from the start, that's always been the case.
But also like
Class-wise, it
gear
was-
and mounts, and I just mean in general.
Well, class-wise, they favored Alliance through the Paladin because for the longest time, the Paladin was the most broken class in PvP.
Versus Shaman.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
Shaman's revive was broken, but
Oh yeah. But no, Bubble Hearth, man. Bubble Hearth,
Yeah.
yeah, baby. That the but didn't shamans, you had to have like a consumable, right, to revive?
yeah, yeah, but they had like with Frost Shock and
Oh, don't do
all
this.
their
Fuck, you
heals.
make me want to play WoW. No.
Oh no.
Yeah, with
No.
Frost Shock
It
and
recovered.
all their heals, it was really hard to put them down. And then just for them to revive themselves right back up.
Oh, don't do it. Makes me want to play WoW.
wanted
was
to
thinking
point
about
out they're
getting
still
it-
ramping up the stakes in WoW. The
Oh, really?
expansion literally ended with everything that's been going on. Everything that the jailer did is to protect us from something that we don't know is coming.
Wait, so the jailer was a good guy?
Warlords.
No, the jailer was not a good guy. Like,
No, he was
that's
trying
the
to kill
thing.
us because he said that he thought that the I almost said Eorzea, that Azeroth wouldn't be strong enough to protect itself from whatever is coming.
Really?
I'm doing, yeah,
I'm already
he
calling it.
basically
It's
did a
gonna be.
Russia. I'm killing you for your own good.
Yeah, I'm already calling it. What's going to end up happening at the end of Dragonflight, we're going to get a hint of Void Lord something.
But
Or the
like,
with
it,
the actual
hopefully,
story with Dragonflight.
hopefully Dragonflight, they're just not going to ramp up the stakes. It's just going to be a nice, calm expansion. That's honestly
Yeah.
what people want. People just want a calm fucking expansion. Rather than world-ending stakes after world-ending stakes
Right?
after world-ending
Because that gets
stakes.
really tiring.
Technically, Azeroth's
tiring.
also still dying. Like, that's
Oh.
the thing that people are complaining about now, though, is we spent an entire expansion ignoring the fact that there's a giant sword.
Oh
killing
yeah,
the
there's a giant
planet.
sword.
Yeah.
So people are going to be more upset if they kind of just skip past the whole idea that the jailer was trying to kill us to protect us from something.
You mean like they've skipped other past story beats?
And what? No, Blizzard never skips before. They're an amazing story.
The main issue with WoW, and this has been an issue for a long time, is as soon as there's a new head writer or there's a different writing team, they will fucking push whatever it was that the other people were doing under the carpet and take it in their own direction.
Oh yeah,
So
no,
just
also
going
that
back
and they
to what
It's the
retconned a lot
issue-
too.
It's the same issue that's been happening with Doctor Who for the past decade now. Is every time a new writing team takes over, or like a new chief showrunner comes in, they will completely change direction on what's going on and stuff like that.
Yeah, they'll just throw it out the window and hope you don't notice.
Yeah.
God, Andy, we're gonna have to play, man.
I mean, I can't. I would love to, but I can't
What? Why can't you?
because
He's boycotting anything Blizzard.
no, Kotick is still there.
Oh,
That's the only reason. If Kotick goes, I'm down to play a game. But like, since Kotick is still there, since a perpetrator is still there, I can't. At least with Riot, everything's okay now. So, but with
Outwardly,
Kotick
at
being
least.
there, Hmm?
They've kind of shown, companies are kind of showing that you can never really know if it's actually fixed anymore.
true. But I mean, at least here, we damn know that no change is gonna happen because Kotick is still there. Like, we're guaranteed that nothing's gonna change since he's still there. Like, one of the major perpetrators is still there and is earning a stupid amount of income. So,
What's
Well,
basically going to happen is he's basically only going to be there until the Microsoft takeover happens, and then he's gone.
you think so?
He'll get a huge payout, but he'll be gone.
Probably.
Oh, as soon as Microsoft take over, what's his face? Larry, what's his face? Who's in charge of Xbox's gaming division? He's just going to get rid of him. He knows that if he's going to do anything about that, he has to get rid of him before anything else.
There
You
was
think so,
apparently,
though?
I don't know. The weird thing is that their shareholders actually voted for him to be CEO again.
Well, yeah, because he keeps on
Yeah.
making them money.
Yeah.
And this was 2 weeks ago.
That was just 2 weeks. Oh,
Yeah,
The
20
shareholders who
No, that
will
was,
be
sorry, it was a month
shareholders,
ago. It was June.
shareholders who will be shareholders up until the takeover, probably, and then just sell their stock.
it'd be nice if they go because they're.
Because that's what they're trying. That's what. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make as much money as possible. And so, whenever Microsoft takes over, like I said, they're just gonna, sell their stock. So they don't care about moral implications or whatever
At
right
what
now.
point has capitalism ever cared about the morals part of any of
Yeah.
this?
Never.
Yeah,
Few of
true.
them not caring.
I'm just saying they're just worried about making as much money as possible before they just jump ship.
95% of the shareholders voted against adding employee representation to the
Are you
board of
serious?
directors. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Because Blizzard lost so much money because the employees spoke out.
Yeah.
So if it's up to the shareholders, the employees don't get a voice.
Yeah. I see. This is why I can't. Until that changes, I can't. I just can't.
Unfortunately, that's not going to change because that's how shareholders for anything is.
You know. But at least if they can get rid of Kotick, that's all I want. As long as they can get rid of Kotick, that's all I want. Or if he can go, then I can play.
Microsoft likely will.
Yeah. If he can go, I will play Blizzard games again. But as long as he's there, I
12-17.
can.
Well, yeah, I mean,
12-17.
Oh.
if it goes down like normal business acquisition, usually you axe everybody at the top to put your own guys in there.
Yeah.
Usually.
Well, everybody at the top's already left.
It's the passcode is 12-17.
Yeah.
I'm with you, I heard. Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao's birthday.
Incorrect passcode entered. 1217, you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
12-17.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what you
sorry,
put in.
I put 1277.
Oh,
Because it always
Fallout
ends with that.
77?
Yes, Fallout 77.
We should make a Fallout 77.
But Andy, look, it's Alex.
Man,
Stop
look
it.
at how far behind Andy is. Honestly.
I'm an MR 110 in the PC right now.
Yeah.
You see, I can't tell that. So I was only lying. Whereas, you know,
I know, right? I'm a filthy scrub. I'm a filthy scrub with not even any abyssal gear. So why don't you play it again?
you watched
Maybe-
the trailer again. You watched the thing today, yeah?
The Monster Hunter
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Silver, Rathalos, Gold, Rathian. I hate how the fucking abilities that you put on armor though is completely random. Like, and you don't even get a hint until you do it. It's like, cool.
Yeah.
Let me just get completely fucked by RNG.
Yeah, you roll it and either you keep the upgrade or you don't.
I mean, they pulled a Safi Jifa weapon on it.
Wait, you keep the upgrade, so you can just keep on rolling till you get what you want, or does it
Yeah.
consume the materials anyway?
No, I think it consumes the materials, but it gives you the option of either keeping what you already have on it or going to the new
Reroll.
stuff, the new.
Yeah, they just pulled a Safi Jifa on the weapon and the armor upgrades.
But it also seems
Yeah.
like it's not necessarily needed for at least the early stuff.
I mean, yeah, but the thing is the armor level that it'll give you will be needed. I mean, I suppose just upgrade. I suppose the thing is upgrading armor for the upgrade of armor is something you'll have to do anyway, and
The
it'd just be nice to get
armor-
something extra on it.
The armor is random too, though.
No, the bonus you'll upgrade the armor is my point.
The defense, essentially, yeah.
So
The
the
defense.
defenses is random. If you watch
No.
the trailer again, if you watch the video again, the upgrades that they went through, the amounts are different.
The
It's random.
defense
Probably
value
just for
is
different
random?
pieces.
Yeah,
No,
the defense.
I don't think the defense value is random.
Yeah, no, there was one without a skill that I believe was at plus 10 defense, and one with a skill that was at plus 6. It is
I
random.
Oh, that's
I might have missed it, but it looks very random.
Until I mean,
I mean,
at
I
least the
believe what
weapons
you
can
saw.
pick- The weapons you can pick and choose. At least it's like an improved version of Rampage, because it's like you've got 5 slots to fill. Go for these. That's it. Armor gonna suck if it fucking.
I mean, you can fight these monsters naked. There's no problem at all.
But I'm
Yeah, you can.
assuming
You
it's
just
also
can't physically get hit once.
I
really
know.
more for like the level 80 fucking monsters. Like,
Well, the thing is, the ones that they're adding in, the ones that they're adding in are only MR10 plus, so they're probably not going to hit super
So
hard.
Jenny,
What's that?
no, I meant the
check a couple games.
the new anomaly stuff.
Yeah, the new anomaly
Those
stuff.
ones and how they level up on like separately. The more you
Stony
fight them.
Dancer.
I don't think they level up more the more you fight them. It's more just like there's going to be randomized levels for different things. Is what they made
Yeah,
out.
that's what
You
they
can
said.
bump up a level.
It's so true.
So you could just randomly get a level 50 fucking Garen Golem, and then one time, and then the next time it's a level 5.
Something like that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all randomized with what you get.
Why
It's
is it
basically it's
randomized?
expeditions from old. Spoon was telling me it's expeditions from old Monster Hunters, but just random.
Why is it randomized armor values?
I don't know.
Because they want
We'll
you
wait
playing
to
the
see.
game
We'll
as long
wait
as
to see.
possible.
I'm not going to say that the armor values are randomized. I'm also not going to say that they're not randomized.
Yeah.
I think it's the skills that are random. That's
No, I've
what
got it right here. I'm literally looking at it.
Yeah.
So side by
Is it
side.
the same? Is it the same piece?
Yes, same piece. So
my
side by
God.
side, they are in the augment screen.
Mm.
One of it on one side it says current augment plus 16 armor, no elementals, no added elemental resistance. On the other one, it says plus 8, and then has different elemental resistances as the new upgrade. It is random. All of it is random. So I think the armor upgrades are not needed. It is
Oh my
there to just
God.
kind of help, and as they said, it's to help further the play style that you have.
Yeah. I see.
Help further the play style. Yeah, by giving me random rather than letting me just choose what I want and consuming even more materials.
Yeah,
That's how they
because they want
extend
you playing the
gameplay.
game. They want you playing the game longer. That's the whole
Yeah.
entire point.
I'll
That's
be
the
playing the
that's
game
whole-
anyway. If I can get
Yeah.
my build
Yeah,
complete, that's the thing that they fail to understand. If I complete my build, I'll carry on playing the fucking game because I'll find it more fun to play the game.
I know.
Yeah, but that's the whole entire problem nowadays. With the companies have figured out, if they want to make their game longer, they just add in RNG. They RNG the crap out of everything.
And sadly, it
Because-
works for the majority.
Because like you're fine with getting your perfect build and just playing with that. Some people, once they get their perfect build, they'll maybe do 10 to like maybe 100 hunts, and they get completely bored with the game. So they're what they're trying to do is get you to strive, like strive to get that perfect gear or whatever, and to make that journey as long as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other thing I don't
Unfortunately-
understand is that the people who they're trying to pander to like that will still grind the ever-loving fuck out of it super quick and then still be done with the game.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I understand. It's a shitty way to make a game last longer, but
Yeah,
like Andy just said, it's proven to work.
It's in their stats. It's in their yeah.
It doesn't work though. Like I can tell you, it doesn't work because I deal with those sorts of people who want those sorts of systems in 14. You know what they do? They go hard at it for 2 weeks as soon as the patch drops, and then they still say, "Oh, I've got nothing to do."
Yeah, I understand, but I'm saying, like, number-wise, it works. They don't care about people's personal preference.
Yeah.
They care about numbers.
Yeah,
That's
that-
all they care about.
For them, that's 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks of play that they wouldn't have gotten.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's all
any
I'm saying.
amount
I
is
agree
enough.
with you.
Yeah,
It's stupid.
it is.
I think it's the most retarded thing ever, but
Watch that
it
word.
works.
Watch that
Sorry.
word. It's okay.
Whatever. It's
Right.
it's armor upgrade, and my armor currently works fine anyway. So by the looks of it, if it's going to be just all completely random, then cool. It means the armor is fine as is.
Where am I? I'm red.
Oh look, someone joined the hunt and immediately started trying to hit it without getting any birds. Watch how
I
they
mean,
depart.
If
Andy,
they're-
you should tell Lexi some of your recent escapades online.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
You've been having a bit of bad luck.
Oh yeah, the last on a PC, the last 3 online fiascos I've had, like the last online sessions I had, all ended in a fail because like people just beeline. There was another one where who was it we were fighting? One of the ones that could shoot up beams. One beam insta-carded like one of our people 3 times. Like he fell for the same thing 3 times.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's like
Because people are impatient, unfortunately. They just
Well, I mean,
wanna
it kind of
get
makes
that over
sense.
with.
Spirit birds are kind of a shit system.
yeah, let's not lie, it really is. It really is. But like for me personally, yeah, for me personally, if I can spend the 1 to 2 minutes to like farm them just so that I don't cart in like 1 or 2 hits, I think for me
Yeah.
it's worth it.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
the
still a
fact-
shit mechanic,
if
but
people max out stuff. It's why the arena quest is so popular. For certain, you get everything right there and then.
yeah. Plus with
Honestly, they should have just kept the system in the world where your expansion of your health and stamina was based on your food.
oh no,
Yeah.
what I liked was that the ancient potion actually boosted that too, right? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so that was great. I think they should have kept that. Like I can't believe they
Yeah.
got rid of that.
That was dumb of them.
Because people were like mistakenly recalling that in Worlds, like, oh yeah, World's maximum HP was only 150. Actually, at the ancient potion, it was 200.
Yeah.
Oh, spider.
Spider, the spider hits hard.
I'll take
Yeah, I've
fire,
already
but
hit my
it's made of
monster
fire.
drop.
Oh my god.
But then I am playing faster, which I haven't played for a couple of days, so I'm not being careful.
God, I
But
already
you don't
have
need to be
buffs.
careful with dual blades. You just weave the hell out of it.
I mean, I'm not careful with you.
I'm
blue
playing
blades.
airborne build. Goal. I get hit out of midair all the time.
Really?
Because, haha, my aerial mastery doesn't mean anything.
Oh yeah, no. Aerial mastery only means that other players will not be able to knock you off the air, but they're like,
Yeah, which is bullshit because it
Yeah.
describes it as you won't get knocked out of things midair, and then
I
like,
know.
yeah, we.
you know what?
Can we just talk?
Yeah.
Can we just talk about how they effed up flinch free in this one? Because now we have like flinch free. I think it's either 1 to maximum. I can't remember which one. It's either 1 or maximum.
Mm-hmm.
If you get stunned or whatever, nobody but your paladin can knock you out of it.
I mean,
Oh, that's stupid.
By that, I mean the thing that I've said to people put on any set you build is stun resistance
Yeah.
because
I just remember, what was it, this weekend I was doing a run with the professor, and I got stunned, and so, I was dead, because he was already going to turn and try to, kill me. As soon as dude does this big wind-up, one of the pugs is just sitting there trying to wail on me to get me, to get out of stun, and then he got carded too. This is swipe. I should have recorded and sent it to like Team Darkside or something.
Oh, what? Oh, this was already used against it. Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Oh no!
I didn't even notice that. Ah! My sharp thing. I like people don't heal in a timely manner.
I mean, to be fair, some people have other ways of healing now. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Spoon's main build is a hero build. So he literally drains his own health and heals off of everything.
Hey, welcome to my world. That's what I do in my PC games. I use the full-on set of Abyssal, and it's glorious.
You need Archfang.
Yes, the Abyssal set.
Archfang.
Yes, the Abyssal set.
Are we really gonna go over this again?
Yes. I have a child avatar now. I can do it.
Also, what you're saying is you're breaking Twitch's terms of service by being an underage person.
Oh
on the
shit!
platform.
No, he's 14. He's 14. Don't worry. Sorry, he's
So
14.
you're saying that the stream that's set for not safe for work is against
Oh crap!
terms?
I mean, he's 18. He hasn't hit his growth spurt yet.
Swap back to the girl avatar. It's far better.
No, but narrator needs some love.
Okay, now I'm definitely getting the FBI on your case.
Not like that.
Andy, by the way, it's Lamborghini.
The Gumbly.
Lamborghini.
The Gumbly.
Lamborghini.
Nah, Gumbly. Goal.
Okay, say it with
Goal.
me. Say it with
The amount
me.
of people that would say
Hold on.
La Gumbly.
Shut up. Shut up and say it with me.
Oh man, during the
Lamb.
trailer today, when they pronounced basil goose as bazelgeese, I'm like,
Bazelgeese?
yeah, they called seething bagel, seething bazelgeese.
Oh my god.
And
I
it's
wonder
like,
if that's
it's
how
seething
they really.
basil Goose.
No, but I wonder if that's how they really
Yeah,
intended it
Midas,
to
get
be.
it. Midas, you missed! My cat missed with his kitnator.
The Gumbly.
Say it with me. Lamb.
Lamb.
This is just the fucking scene
Burr.
from Friends
Burr.
with Joey and Monica and,
E.
Knee.
Knee.
I say Lamborghini.
The Gumbly.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Coffee.
Okay, once more,
It's
Midas.
pronounced-
Once more with the kitnator.
It's C-O-B-A.
Pronounced cool.
Bear. I'd like a coffee, please. There it is. I miss classic Simpsons.
I don't.
Really?
Because I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't watch it nowadays anyway.
Oh no! Like I hate the new episodes. I hate the new stuff.
But I also mean I don't think the new stuff would work now. The old stuff would work.
Really?
It was very of its time. We've still got that sort of mindset, but I don't think it would work nowadays.
Probably not.
They definitely did
true.
things you for certain couldn't get away with nowadays.
Yeah. Kids wouldn't understand it at all.
We didn't understand it back then.
Yeah.
Only
that's
as an
true.
adult that you watch it, it's like,
I
oh.
was like, yeah,
The
that's
only
true.
big difference from, the only big difference from back then from now is that we're not so subtle with our innuendos anymore.
That's true.
Oh no, innuendos were out and out back then.
Yeah, but it was more subtle.
No, it wasn't.
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
It was.
No. It was subtle to us because we were younger. But
Okay,
if you
that's
actually
why
rewatch
we
the
didn't
episodes,
catch it.
Lexi's right. It's out there.
No, I'm just saying we're more bold with all of our comedy now.
Oh, look, more people would just capture it. Although actually against it. But again, another fucking rando captures it when I've got fucking Carver active as one of my things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just talking to them about that earlier, Lexi.
I don't mind as much
Like,
anymore.
My biggest thing about it though is
They don't
you should make sure
communicate.
whoever hosted the hunt should be okay with it.
Yeah.
But nowadays people are just trying to get, hunts done ASAP. That's why they don't go for songbirds, and that's why they capture ASAP.
Yeah. You're just ranking.
Yeah. I literally watched one dude try to capture, what was it, Teostra.
I was watching the
And, like,
dude
on
watch.
PC.
Hmm.
On PC, and the other dude went out and explained like you can't capture him, he's Elder Dragon, and the dude responded, "Yeah, I figured. I just wanted to see." Like, if you knew that you weren't supposed to, you couldn't capture, then why waste the trap anyways?
I mean, so I can understand that in some ways because, like, for Afflicted, Spoon didn't realize you could
You can still trap them.
You could trap Afflicted.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, I figured because they're not capturable, you just couldn't work it." Whereas in my first hunt, I literally just laid down a trap very, very early on, so I wanted to hit it because it was a Zorus. I was like, I just want to hit you, and I tried it, and it worked. So I burned through a load of them because, like, the longer I can get it completely stunned, the better.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but until they change it, like Teostra's an Elder Dragon, you can't trap it, you can't capture it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's be fair,
always
Magala was Shigeru Magala was an Elder Dragon. You can capture it now.
No. You can't. You can't.
No,
You
you
can't
can't
capture
capture.
Shigeru.
You can't capture
You can,
Shigeru.
No.
No, you can catch a Gore Magala.
You can capture Gore, but not Shigeru.
Gore used to be a Elder Dragon, if I remember correctly. Yeah, but then now they're just like, oh well, that's just the infant form.
Yeah.
Sugar is the adult form, and that's an Elder Dragon.
Yeah. The one they changed was Gore,
Yeah.
which is weird because Shigeru Magala wasn't that around before, like before Rise.
Full world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a subspecies, wasn't it? It wasn't just like
so it was Gore Magala transformed into it.
Yeah.
Gore
Oh,
Magala
okay,
is
so-
like the larval version of Shigeru.
okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if they changed that or not because I thought Shigeru was a subspecies in the older one.
I like
guess
the
when
old bug is like this majestic thing, and my cat is actually just a fox now.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, I have an Akita dog. Let's get that right, people. It's not a Shiba dog because it's big. This is an
Like she
Akita dog.
very wow.
Hmm?
And Andy, you need to change your character model. It's not fat enough.
I am fluffy.
No, just you need to be fatter.
I know, and I'm just saying I am fluffy. I should make
No.
him fluffier.
特別なクエ
You're not fluffy. You're fat.
Azine,
You know
shut
what?
up.
Oh, it's the boy
I'll be right
himself.
back.
Azino. God, I wonder if my gear can actually be up to snuff for this. I'm still using high rank basil juice fully upgraded. I don't know if I can actually survive this, but we'll see. I'll just buff up like crazy.
Oh.
This is gonna hurt.
Are you putting it open to people or are you keeping it closed?
I kept it open to people.
I hate you.
Why?
Because
Why?
people are idiots.
Oh?
Well, what about people who are idiots?
People
Does
are
this
idiots.
include you?
That includes me,
right?
obviously.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like 3 people in one, you know?
Yeah,
3
you're fat,
Lalafels in a
but-
trench. 3 Lalafels in a trench coat.
No, no, I agree with you, Andy. You're fat enough to be.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I've never seen the what do you call this? The scariness of being severely overweight until I went to California, went to what do you call this? Nordstrom Rack, and saw a 6XL a 6XL what do you call this? Tank top jersey thing. And I just looked like, oh my god, this thing wraps around me several times over.
Yeah.
I was like, Americans can get this big.
I mean, the giantism, I think it's the medical degree.
I don't know, but like 6XL in terms of width, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And for some people, it's not even.
It's not that they're fat, yeah.
Yeah, that's a genetic thing now.
Yeah, it's glandular. But
You don't get that big.
No.
Through, oh, it's.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it's. I'm sorry. I'm having a difficult time explaining. I'm not saying that you can't. That they get that fat like without brain fart. I'm basically saying that getting that large, they have to like contribute to it. But for some people, it's harder to stay thinner than others.
true.
Yes.
It's like insanely
Yes,
harder.
it is harder, but there's a difference between being overweight / obese on the scale and being morbidly obese to the point that you need a 6XL.
Yeah. That frightened the hell out of me. It's like, oh.
Well, that's the other thing I was trying to say, though. Like, there are people who suffer from giantism, I think it's called.
I think
I
you're
don't know if I'm
thinking
saying the
maybe
term
about
right.
like because
In terms of height, yeah, but the issue is that the 6XL
It's the width.
that's mainly width.
Yeah.
The height still isn't like adapted for height.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just saying, for some people, it's not entirely their fault.
Oh yeah,
that
no.
they're
Some people have a
that big.
thyroid problem.
For 0.1% of the population, yes, but for the other 2% who
It's
have
just
to use that
obesity.
stuff, it's entirely self-inflicted.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree with you on that. I'm just saying not everybody's like
Yeah, no, there'll be some people with like, let's say for example, thyroid problems, with like very low metabolism, or like, you know what I mean. But like, yeah, that's a very small percentage.
Yeah.
I was just scared because I thought, honestly, not to make fun, but honestly, when I picked it up, I thought it was a tarp at first. I was like, what is this? I looked at it, like 6XL. What? Like I didn't know what it was. I was like, what? Oh my god, that's a jersey top.
You didn't grab the owl?
Oh, I didn't know where's the owl. I didn't notice it. Oh, right there. I see it.
So you were the one who
Oh, it's
found
flying.
it. I don't get.
It's flying.
Grab
It's
the
an owl.
owl.
It's an owl. Owls tend to fly.
No, they're like penguins, right?
Grab the Alkin.
They're like penguins, right? My penguin can fly.
You know what my single
Kicking it doesn't count, Andy.
you know what my single greatest regret on WoW was? not doing the mage tower to get that, steroid Baron look.
Which one? Is that a new one?
No, that was in Legion. You
Oh,
did
yeah, I
a
haven't
mage
played that
tower,
one.
and then one of the druid bear forms was just basically this giant werebear on steroids.
Where the hell is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't get it anymore
Werebear.
though.
A
Yeah.
werebear.
Not W-E-R-E, but where as in W-H-E-R-E. It's an invisible bear. Werebear.
No, it's flying away again!
Get wrecked, nerd.
What the? I'm just spending the whole hunt hunting this thing down.
Yep.
This is harder than the Malzino fight. Oh, it disappeared. Oh, man.
Landed.
Hey,
I see it right there.
hey. I'm blind.
Yeah, you are. Check
I
it
am.
out. It went up higher.
Yeah, I see. I see it there. Okay. Yeah! I can quit and go home now, mommy.
Better hurry. Better run away. Better hurry. There you go.
I mean, better run away.
I was just saying, hurry before it disappears again.
Oh, yeah, I already thought, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right, it's delayed. It's delayed on your guys' ends. I gotta find a way to, like, split the HDMI signal and buy a new capture card for this computer and then just, like... like, stream it on Discord as well. I will do that for my friends, spend stupid amounts of money. Just
I
for
fight for my friends.
just for minor convenience of entertainment. Okay, I think I'm buffed enough.
No, you're not. You
I'm
still
probably
got
not.
some space.
I'm probably not,
Go
yeah.
grab some more. Go grab some more Sunbreak. Just leave Lexi there.
Well, we'll see how hard he is. Cause I'm still in HR gear, honestly. So we'll see how it happens. He missed. Oh, he hit me.
Oh, that's too much damage, Andy. That's too much damage.
Oh,
You just gave me the big suck.
there, I'm alive again, Nicole. I'm alive again.
But it's not enough. You're still missing that sliver.
I
Don't
know.
you know, Andy? I have
Ooh.
OCD.
Oh, what a surprise. The person who was on their dog the whole time and didn't get anything. It was one shot. This is why I don't open house hugs. But if I fuck up, fine, that's my fuck up.
Yeah.
One of these random idiots fucks up, and that's... And especially as they literally went in the tank.
They beelined, right?
And then they were running around in a circle down here.
Yeah.
Waiting for someone else to engage.
Yeah, so that means
And then they're gonna come straight back and fucking...
Ow! Oh! Yeah, he's not hitting so hard, but that hurts quite a bit. I'm afraid of his bigger attacks.
You like that one?
Yeah, like that one. Help me, Lord! Help me. Oh my god!
Just got jebaited by him super hard.
Stop attack! Why is it only attacking me?
Because it knows that you're the tasty one.
Oh, that's true. I do have a lot of body fat. Oh god! Oh fuck!
Don't die, Andy. Don't die, Andy.
Nope.
Don't die, Andy.
I'm alive.
共に奴を倒すと決めて
Oh,
離れないでくれよ。
oh, that was.
Andy, when are you gonna get inside the back rooms?
I'll download it today.
研ぎ方にも
Okay, cool. Yeah, let me know when you start playing it.
Yeah.
Good luck, Andy. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
Like, if you actually wait until, are you gonna be busy later this season?
Oh, never mind. He's coming. Cool.
coming.
Ah, worry.
Oh Lord, come. Tonight I might be busy tonight.
So I'll tell you what, how about we play either early tomorrow morning or...
Yeah, I can stream it like in the morning.
Yeah, definitely. I'll play it. I don't want to see you scream like a baby cat.
Yeah, plus like I don't want to play that at night because would die of a heart attack.
I did. I played at 1 o'clock in the morning with the professor.
Oh
Speaking of which, I'm supposed to let my wife play it. Oh, she's playing.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck you, my dude.
Oh, damn. Okay.
What happened now?
No. I did the ride stuff and I was making sure I got it, and then this other random fucker.
Oh! Yeah.
I mean, why pugs are good.
Takes the pressure off of me.
You don't have any. You have less pressure when we're together because, you know, okay, cool, you fainted, whatever. Whereas
right.
if you faint on this when other people have fainted as well, it's more pressure because you can't fuck up at all.
Oh, that's
Because
true.
they're the fuckers who are going to get the carts in.
That's true. I mean, it takes the monster's pressure off of me.
That's why you go with friends. I don't care if I'm the target of shit. Especially as you've also got fear rain for this one, who, you know, literally uses stink links all the time to get attention.
Yeah. I'm afraid to like keep any kind of damage on me because I don't know when a big hit's gonna come in. I'm dropping commands again.
Come on, Andy.
No, it's the
Even
input.
Charge
this-
Blade's a bad name.
Well, I mean, you're the one that told me that it's pretty bad on the Switch.
Yeah.
Told me that. You gave me the excuse that I needed.
Yeah. No, it's getting used to command inputs then. Because the command input timing
shit.
on the PC and the Switch are different.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh, thank you. That was
Just let him
scary.
blink you.
There goes the tail.
He hugged
Fucking
me.
finally.
He hugged me and he said, "You're not worth it."
So it's just getting boring now. Spend like a whole 10, 20 minutes and neither Andy and Lexi's died.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Spice up the gameplay.
Yeah.
Take some more risks, maybe.
Exactly.
What? I'm jumping all over the place.
But you're not jumping to your death.
Yeah, but that's because I'm good. You see every hit
that's
I
the
take,
big
I'm almost like I'm hurting quite a bit.
That's debatable.
You know, every hit's taking off 5% of my health. That's a lot of health, you know.
So
As you
you're
know.
trying to find the most optimal way of how to kill the monster, but you don't know to ask the monster how to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You ever think maybe you could defeat it with diplomacy?
Well, did you ever think that maybe Malvino is just out there to grab milk for his kids?
Do you think something as
I mean, those
sophisticated as
Curios are its kids.
If his kids are the hero, then yeah, fuck that.
Well, I mean, just think about it though. If you kill Malvino, then what are you going to explain to his kids? Because all they're going to know is that Daddy went out to get milk, and he never came back.
Right.
It's okay, lots of kids have to deal with that.
You breathe. Oh,
Oof.
I know that firsthand. Yeah, I mean, you know, Ibushi and Narwhal proved firsthand they can speak English, so I mean, we should have been able to talk it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but they chose.
They should make a new weapon, diplomacy class.
Okay, so here's my diplomacy. They talk to me. I say, you know what? Woke up today and chose violence.
Exactly.
But just imagine a pacifist class, you know, like the Beast Whisperer or something. Like.
Okay, you and Goal are the last people to like
You
tell
walk
me
up-
about
you
pacifism.
walk up, a whisper to it, and it just says "fuck you" and eats you.
Well, just
Yeah.
think about it this
And it'd be
way.
like,
Just think about it this way, though. Like, Ibushi and Naruto, they didn't want much, just the destruction of everything human.
All right?
They just wanted
That's all
the
they
destruction
wanted.
of all humanity and also to bang, maybe.
I mean, using the sisters. I mean, I'm okay with.
Not with you, with each other.
Oh.
I think they did the classic thing too, because didn't the bigger female one eat the male, smaller one?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
She eats the dude.
Classic.
as it should be.
But no, like, just imagine, you know, the diplomacy
I didn't know
Beast
Andy
Whisperer
was into
class.
ball.
You get into a singular instance for each monster, and then it turns into like a match from Undertale. Right?
Or better yet, a match for Phoenix Wright. Hold it!
Oh my god.
Objection!
Oh my god. This thing is wrecking everybody.
Okay, so they appear to not be healing themselves.
Wow, that's doing a lot of damage each of you. I'm afraid to get hit by that.
Or maybe it's like, maybe you just have a bunch of mounting tools, and then you just like, you have like a tickle meter. And you just gotta
tickle
like, rub
meter.
them down until they get passive.
Or whisper in their ear.
There you go, yeah. It'll knock you off, and you just let it lose.
Oh my god.
The stun mechanic could be like some like
Oh my
puppy dog
God.
or cat eye look
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
That
Your
took me
weapons,
out in one hit.
Yeah, that was his alt attack. There was a reason I was hiding behind the corner. You all got reduced to 1 hit point or died.
Oh my god. I didn't notice it. Holy
We're
crap.
fighting it in a corridor. It's a
Yeah.
really bad fucking place to fight it.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Weapon's just a big feather.
Yeah.
Oh god. Wow. I'm at max spirit bird buff. Yeah, I need to upgrade my gear.
Yeah, if you're
No,
still
no.
in old gear, then absolutely. Because by this point, I was using.
And your sorry. And Stoic, your kunai is Snicker bars.
There you go. Scooby snacks.
You're not yourself when you're hungry. Have a Snickers.
That's right.
And then he
Oh,
turns
with
into
the-
LeBron James. Like, what?
Oh god.
Oh god. Gotta heal that guy.
Waffle people love me. She gives Michael Jordan. Come on.
Oh god.
Oh
God.
Receding hairline, but come on.
I'm scared. I am scared.
My hair grease starting to sweat off halfway through the game.
Oh my god, Lexi. Oh, how did you survive that hit? Like you went down to like.
Yeah, I'm good, and I'm in full endgame gear. I have to be right back.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just jump in the tent quickly, and I'll also reset.
Okay. Oh, that thing. That's frightening. What did he do?
I want another siege monster, but I want it like, you know, like a 16 man, like you have literally 16 hunters on one monster.
Oh yeah.
That would be amazing.
I just wanted them to create a monster that actually utilized the wall running mechanic.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
I wanted so bad for there to be like a Elder Dragon we fight where there's just part of the instance is us like running along a wall.
Yeah.
And like avoiding attacks, like trying to run toward it or something.
Oh god. Your ring, get him out of there.
Trying to climb up its body to like kind of like Zora Magdaros. Yeah.
the same with the wire bug too. I mean, we literally had a creature in Generations. There was like this little ant bug thing, and it would create this giant robo T-Rex using its spinner webs and stuff. And it literally was like screaming this game. I think it would have been perfect for us to like create our own like mobile suit out of wire bugs.
Oh yeah, that'd been amazing.
And fight it.
I create optimism.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, it even looked like a younger version of
Oh god.
You know, they could. You know, we got probably like a year's worth of free title updates, if not no more. So they might.
Less than now, just like 6 months. We'll probably have the next game by next year.
I don't want a new game.
Ooh.
I want them
Yeah,
to
that's the
keep
thing too. If
building
they follow
this
the,
one.
we talked about it before, if they follow the same trend, they usually get rid of the old gimmick. So,
Yeah.
the wire bugs or the dog.
Spirit birds.
Get rid of the spirit birds, please.
No,
Because they did the claw hook as a first version kind of thing.
yeah, but no, that's the gimmick though. I don't think the
Yeah,
the
but
bugs, the birds is just like the gimmick line.
Gimmick as well.
Can't we wish for good things, Stoic, please?
I'm just saying. I mean, if they go by trends, you know, from the old game. I mean, they'll probably keep the dog. I think the dog's a fan favorite.
Yeah.
And it's like a mode of travel. Plus, I did also come from World 2, so
Oh.
it's
Oh my god.
No, the
dog.
new game is going to be instead of wire bugs, we're just going to have like rocket jetpacks, or you know, you're going to be able to like
What the hell?
maneuver through the air with some type of like, you know, shotgun or something. Yeah,
Oh,
they
just
get more
say,
modern, tactical.
I was gonna say, yeah, they'll just go Neo Future and give us cars.
Mhm.
It'll be Cyberpunk with Monster Hunter.
Oh god, it'll be
And then,
buggy
like-
as hell.
And then like HPGs, they're no longer going to have wire cards. You're going to be able to call down a tactical move.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh,
We'll
thank
just get rid of-
god.
We'll just get rid of the dock altogether. We'll all get ATVs. We get like a rat.
Thank you,
And
thank
you
you.
customize the armor of the ATVs to get like a Rathalos head in the front of it.
And then they're gonna add full beards, like, you know, that come down to your stomach, and you're gonna be able to wear like, you know, reverse cap.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Whatever.
Finally be able to
You'll
pick
have
fat
camouflage.
characters.
Yeah.
Fat
Duck Dynasty.
characters.
Who wants fat characters?
Me. Represent 6XL life.
I'm already calling it now. Monster Hunter Rednecks.
No, I'm just waiting for when I'm just waiting for the moment they're able to give us the ability to like taint monsters and then use them as summons.
Mm-hmm.
Like summon your pet Rathalos to come in and like do an air barrage.
Oh, like Rise. No, it's stories.
Or, yeah, kind of just not turn based. It'd be still alive
Mm.
action RPG, but you'd like call it in like a you know, like a Hellstrike fire.
Mm.
And it
Well,
was like, oh,
I got 4 tails. I didn't know.
nice.
I didn't know Malzeno had 4 tails.
4 tails and no hooves.
Where's its spleen?
Some of us don't have spleens.
Oh.
No,
Well,
it has a spleen. It just, you know, no, that's liver. I'm thinking liver. I was gonna say it has a liver. It probably just drank itself to death before. Or drank its
Yeah,
liver out.
I do actually have a spleen. It's the thing that you can
Oh.
actually feel because mine's still 5 times the size it should be. It's a gallbladder that I don't have.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because I thought, like, don't you need a spleen to live?
No,
Oh,
you can have your spleen. You can have your spleen taken out.
that's a redundant thing, too?
It will. It's not redundant, but you
Oh.
can manage without it.
Oh.
There's a difference between not needing. There's a difference between not needing one
Yeah.
and it being redundant. Like the more the look now is that you actually do the appendix does perform an actual quite important function in the digestive health of your body.
Yeah. But if it means that or killing you right then and there.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, but that's the same with actual organs. Like, I've got
Yeah.
a different liver, you know?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't have an appendix. I got mine removed when I was 16.
Yeah.
Mm.
They think that it basically helps out with when you've had issues of the stomach kind, and your body decides to take its own action on that. They figured that it helps with the digestive health after that because it can keep small colonies of your microbiome.
Yeah. Wasn't
That's
it
what
used
it
to
does.
let us like eat like bark and rocks and shit?
No,
No.
that's a different thing. No,
It's not
it
rocks, but
basically-
you know what I mean, like bark and
No,
grass.
it's not a ruminant stomach or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought maybe like it takes in the toxins or something.
No, it doesn't do that. It does the opposite. It basically keeps colonies of your digestive health alive, kind of thing.
Yeah. It's good for your gut flora, basically.
Yeah.
It's needed for that. Which is
Rocks can
really
keep your
important
gut
to
flora.
us. The rocks and bark.
Hey, if Brontosaurus has taught me anything, all right?
Yeah, they have a multi-chambered stomach.
Yeah, but didn't they didn't they theorize that they would eat rocks to help break down the fiber?
They have gizzards, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The birds do that too.
Yeah, birds do that too. Yeah.
Could you imagine? Was it ruminate?
Yeah, like cows and sheep, how they like
Imagine-
spit up their own
Can you
food to eat
imagine
it
if we
again.
did that? Like, how's it going, Tom?
Sorry.
A fancy restaurant with a date and everyone's just ruminating.
I am. I might turn off my fucking Hunter Connect thing.
Which one?
Hunter Connect.
Oh, I don't know.
Game settings.
I didn't even know what it was because it doesn't teach you what it is.
It really doesn't, and it doesn't even look like it's anything of import.
Yeah, it looks like it's supposed to be like a guild thing or something.
I think it's supposed to help you like find it easier to connect to your friends' lobbies if they have it on. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's supposed to. That's
Yeah.
pretty much what it does.
yeah, I reached MR5. Am I finished the game now, guys?
You have to get past 10 to do new stuff.
Oh god damn it.
Yeah, I think it's at MR10 you'll be able to do the new rafts and loose it.
Yeah, it's MR10. You have to do the first post. You have to unlock Afflicted, and then you can. Anyway, I'm gonna.
Oh my goodness. My children are found me. They're dogpiling on me.
Baby laughter is all that's giving me hope and happiness right now.
Oh.
Jesus, Andy.
Oh.
I will not adopt. I don't do.
Adorbs. Thank you, Lexi.
Chicken now, boom, boom, boom. Chicken now, boom, boom, boom.
Thank you.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Have to
Don't do
leave
that
the-
sound.
He's looking right at me.
Hmm?
The stone golem stoic is looking at me.
Stony Danza, no.
He's like, my son, you must help your people. Keep open the ark.
Papa.
Papa Danza, no.
And if you want to play, go play. Like I said, like I would totally play if it weren't for Kotick. Like I'm almost all set. It's just Kotick needs to go. Once he goes, I'm gonna play World of Warcraft for a little while again.
I'm iffy because I would need people to play with.
But isn't Sock playing?
Well, yeah, Sock plays.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he'll play more once.
Wait, what are you doing? Hey, that's my arm.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as Kotick goes, I'm signing up for a while again.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh my goodness. The cuddle snuggle attack is really fatal, man.
That is your knee in my ribs.
Yep.
Son.
Fatal.
いらっしゃいまたどうぞ
Who you talking to?
Oh, don't worry about it, son. Yes, you
You're
are
talking
right.
to some midget.
I need at least one of my arms, you brats. Okay, that's enough. Let's get off of Daddy.
Let's see what I can find. Yeah, I need to upgrade my gear. This is ridiculous. I need to go fight Basarios. Wait. If I just fight Betelgeuse.
I thought it was Betelgeuse.
I mean, it's an A.
By that video, they said Basil.
Bezel? Is it Basil? Bezel?
They said Basil geese.
Basil geese?
Belazl? Belizabub?
Bezizel? Oh wait, actually, I might not even have time to do that right now. Crap. No, because I need to prepare for. I need to prep for training a new call worker.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to call it now.
Okay.
I'm a trainer.
Stone.
Just Andy, it's easy. Just train him to be as pathetic as you are.
Jesus.
I'm good at my job.
I never said you were good at your job. I just said, pathetic as you are.
Oh, I mean, I want him to have, like, love life and happiness. What the hell? That would just be cruel.
You are a cool person.
I'm not you.
Yes.
You're looking at the mirror.
Oh, I am actually.
Oh, shoot.
I'll see you guys
It's
later.
okay. Just channel your inner me.
My
That's all you
inner
need to
goal.
do. Mhm.
I'll think about it. Oh, stoic left ready. Okay. Alright. See you later, man.
All right, later.
Bye, everybody.
爆弾持ちすぎたのかな。